to portray that the world they lived in was quite perfect. And in this play there's so much corruption. And so I don't think the Athenians wanted to portray that in their society.
Right. They wanted to believe that they had, I mean, Athens was the capital, it was the magnificent city at the time. And that was the, I don't know if it was the biggest, but I mean, it was a glorious city. And I think also they wanted some distance. They wanted distance from the play itself.
You can see the log easier in somebody else's eye.
Mm-hmm. And why would the Athenians not center the play in Athens?
Perhaps for the same reason.
Was it the Athenians that didn't want it centered in Athens, or was it just Sophocles?
Well, it was a lot of the plays that were written at this time were not written in Athens. They're written in Thebes or other places. They didn't put them in Athens.
Right.
You'd think if you wanted, and he was from Athens. I mean, all of the great writers were Athens.
Alright, now when you say Athens was this great and marvelous city, what do you mean by that?
And it was large. It had architecture. I mean, it was booming at this time.
Was it ahead of its time, or was it just a military power?
No, I mean, well, Greece had a strong military, but I mean, they were aesthetically ahead. I mean, you see all the Parthenon, the great statues. I mean, they were aesthetically ahead of their time.
It was a center of learning,
University.
thought.
And how would this knowledge affect us as the reader with respect to, like, distance? We talked about, like, the distance to give the reader perhaps an unbiased viewpoint. Like, imagine that you were sitting watching this play, and it was in a different city, in a different time. How would that affect you? Kind of just said it. It's an unbiased viewpoint. So you're watching the play, and you get to make your own decision on who's right and who's wrong. Because it's not your city, it's not your time, and you're looking at a situation completely blind. You're going into it, and then you get to decide whether Creon's right or Antigone's right, which is basically which is a big fixture in the play.
So if you're in Athens, you don't get to do that? If the play was centered in Athens, you don't get to think on your own?
Well, you would have like yeah, sure. They're portraying your king, and you want to go against the king. I'm sure that would go over very well.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be, actually name the character, but I think if it was centered in Athens, and,
And they had a king.
switch some names up.
And they had Antigone define the king. You sided with Antigone. I mean, most people would. Well, I know nowadays a lot of people go against our leaders, but I mean back then, you just don't.
Yeah, think about the United States. George Washington versus some girl who is defying his laws. We might not agree with that.
You wouldn't side with
now, but if at the time George Washington hadn't won the American Revolution yet, or if he hadn't done anything amazing yet,
Say that he did.
and he made a law that you should go against, you should burn all Bibles or something. I don't know. And this one girl didn't burn her Bible.
You'd be like, go George Washington. Go George Washington.
Okay.
Burn the Bible.
All right.
That's what you would do.
All hail, Master President.
Now, looking at the time of the writing and publication or presentation of this drama, you have to remember that it is a drama and not just a play.